Should you even be considering buying or selling a home right now in light of everything that's going on? The stay-at-home orders, the economy, the uncertainty. Is it even wise to contemplate? Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team at eXp Realty. And over the past few weeks, I have been providing updates in my blog and in these videos each and every week regarding the economy, what is happening, and with COVID-19, with the stay-at-home orders, and what impact is that having on the real estate industry as a whole. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I participate in group calls with a variety of agents and industry leaders from across the country that share the latest information from the U.S. Department of Labor, latest information on what the four major U.S. banks are saying. And I then decimate that information and put it out to you. And what I've come to realize over doing that these past few weeks is nobody has a clue what's going to happen or where we're going. Everyone has a projection, everyone has an idea or a thought, but nobody really knows. This is pretty unprecedented. We haven't seen anything like this before. Just last week, or in the last 2 weeks actually, we've been talking about, the pause being hit on the economy, and it's obviously thrown the economy into a recession. The expectation has been that the type of recovery would be V-shaped. And what that means is you've got economic activity that goes down, 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 down. It hits a bottom and it bounces back up. So it's like a V, almost like throwing a tennis ball down and it bounces back up. The other type of recovery that you often see is known as a U. So it means activity comes down and it kind of flattens out and stays along the bottom and then gradually starts coming back up. Now, the four major banks in the country have felt it was going to be a V-shaped recovery. Wells Fargo being the most conservative of all of them. But as of this morning, 45 leading economists from the United States and Europe are now saying, you know what, it may be more U-shaped than we anticipated, than we believed. The bottom trough could last a little bit longer than we thought. Most are still expecting that we're going to see recovery in the second half of the year. But you look at the latest unemployment numbers, which I reviewed just last week, and it's obvious now that, yeah, jobs will bounce back, but not as quickly as originally anticipated. Some of the companies, especially in the service sector is who was impacted the most in the beginning. Some of those small businesses and some of those companies in that sector, they're not going to survive this. You've got major retailers such as Neiman Marcus contemplating bankruptcy. They may not come back. Family Fitness, they're another one, or 24-hour fitness. They're another one that they've got a heavy debt load. There's problems on their horizon. So all that being said, in the midst of all of this, what about housing? Should you even consider, if you had been planning on it, buying or selling a home now? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. If it was me, depending on the reason for buying or selling, I may be inclined to wait. See what's going to happen. There's so much uncertainty out there that nobody knows for sure. Now, I will say, after going through the market in 2008, this is not like that. I do not expect to see a huge wave of foreclosures like we did back then. And I don't think it's going to be a housing crash like what we saw then. Again, this is not a housing crisis. It's a health crisis. And for most of the past recessions, housing has helped lead the country out of recession. And I think that will be the same this time. I covered that a lot last week. I'm not going to go into details on it here. And a lot of those premises and principles remain true. But who should even be considering buying or selling right now? Anybody? Well, yes, there are some. So, for instance, if you're an existing homeowner and you've been contemplating downsizing and you're going to sell your home and pay cash for your next home, there's nothing wrong with moving forward. You may want to wait a little bit, but you can complete that transaction without a problem. Likewise, if you're a homeowner that was planning on moving up to your next home, your next bigger home, Americans these days are sitting on more equity than they have in years. Home equity is one of the reasons it's not like 2008. If you can sell your home, you're reasonably confident in what's going to happen with your job, make a good down payment on another home and move into that, you can probably still move forward as well. There's some great deals out there. There are still homes being listed and sold every single day. If you've been waiting to buy and you've been saving up money and you've been in that market, maybe you're renting and you're going to be buying your first home. It really depends on your own situation. How much of a down payment did you have? How confident are you that your job is going to last another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months? If you're confident that things are looking good employment wise, and you're paying a mortgage either way. You're either paying your landlords or you're going to be paying your own. I mean, that's one way to look at it. And if you're in your own home, interest rates are still phenomenal, and there's some good deals out there, and you're not fighting against as many buyers, then you might still want to move forward. But if you're in the in-between stage and you just don't know, you're like, I think my job's going to be okay, but I got an uneasy feeling, or I'm not really sure, then you may just want to wait. Keep an idea on interest rates, watch what they're doing, but you may not want to pull the trigger right now. And in that case, what can you do? Whether you're a buyer or a seller, what can you do right now? Well, if you're a seller and you were planning on selling this spring and that's getting delayed or pushed back, you can make sure that your home is ready to sell when the time is right. More listings are going to come on the market as soon as things are eased. So there is going to be more competition. So you're going to have to stand out. You're going to have to take care and make sure that your home is in the best condition possible to sell. Now, for a buyer, now's a great time to get ready. If you haven't yet been pre-approved for a mortgage, do that. Make sure that your financial house is in order. Go through that. Start having those conversations. See what loan programs are available in order to know what your options are. Yes, some banks such as Chase have really tightened in the lending requirements. That's not across the board, but getting ready and getting prepared now so that you're in a position to move forward when that time is right for you is the best thing to do. You can also buyer and seller. We can set you up on market reports to keep an eye, get a good idea on what activity is in a given neighborhood or a given area that's of interest to you, whether you're buying or selling. For a seller, that gives you an idea on what home values are doing in the area, what activity there has been, just so you're kind of keeping your finger on the pulse. If after all of that, now is the right time and you're wondering, can I even do that? Can I buy or sell under current restrictions, and how safe is it? You can. The real estate industry has put some really good measures in place that ensures safety. If you'd like more information about that, I invite you to visit my website at theandrewsmithteam.com/safety. That will take you to a page that we've put together that explains the entire buying and selling process under current conditions. And if you have any other additional questions or would like some additional information, and maybe even a situation that you want to talk through more, please reach out. I'm always happy to talk. I'm going to give you the advice that I believe to be best for you. What is in your best interest, whether that's to move forward, whether that's to put your plans on hold. That's just how I work. So that's what I'm going to let you know. And again, you can reach me via email or phone, and I'd be happy to talk to you. Until next week, take care.